Whetstone Rescue, come clear up here to the scene. Whetstone 253, come up just short of the scene and set up some lights.
Copy that. Copy that, sir. How would you like me positioned?
Both lights up in the air. We got a man pinned underneath the front of the car. Before we can lift, we're gonna have to stabilize. Let's run our winch cable down and get it on the back of the car and keep the car from rolling forward. Once we get that set up, we're gonna get our airbags out so we can lift.
Now that car needs points on too, on the back of that car. Okay. We get our ones ready. Run it down to maybe in front of the car, since there's going to be no light coming in. Maybe down there. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Did you want to take the roof off or not?
Yeah, that'll be a part of the last evolution.
Because when I have them cut the glass in the front, I'll have them cut the glass in the back too. So everybody gets a little time to saw.
The back one will pop.
Okay.
And the front one, cut 3 sides, we'll lay it down on the hood.
Okay.
In the back, up on top, with the chains, there should be a J hook that we may need to hook that cable to the back end of this car.
Okay, that could be for the winch people to do that.
Hey, in the back of here, where the chains are, there should be a J hook. We may need that J hook to hook that cable to the back of the car. Lee, part of your stabilization and glass management is going to include disabling the battery. We're going to simulate disabling the battery.
Is the hook down there yet?
We don't really want to pull, we just want to stabilize so when we lift, it doesn't go forward.
Let me know when you're good.
Oh, don't make a bunch of trips up and down.
Go ahead and pull on the winch.
They had trouble getting the generator started. Do I have a red flashing light?
Yes.
Okay.
No, blue.
No, that's okay.
Blue or purple, it's not red. Right there in the corner.
Hey, you guys have to give him directions. He can't see what's going on.
That didn't go through.
Get tension on it. A little bit more to tighten it up.
Slow down, airbag people. One evolution at a time.
Hey, we need to put something over this cable, shouldn't we?
A snap brake.
Yeah.
Probably something to drape over this cable in case it snaps. That way it deflects it down to the ground.
Yeah, that's probably good conflict. Yeah, they're just gonna hold the car.
Well, I mean,
If you pull one, you can see they pull a roll of hose.
yeah, or a gasket or something. You guys ever do anything like that?
What's that?
Well, anything on the cable or?
All right. Is the winch operation done?
It's got tension on it. We haven't moved it at all.
Okay.
But it's tight.
Airbag team, don't do anything yet.
No, we're not till
Okay.
they get the car stable, but we're going to be ready.
Okay. We're cool with that.
Even though you got that hole there, get your something started up there to come.
Eye protection.
Yeah, put one in front of.
It cuts pulling back to you.
Really don't need it back, Kevin. I'm more worried about it so the car shifts forwards.
All right, let's hold up on glass management for a while. We're ready to get this patient out from underneath the car. Yeah. What are we gonna need when we get this patient out? We got to get this patient up to the road.
Backboard basket.
Bring the backboard to Stokes down.
Yeah. You want to watch bags? Sure. Okay. We're ready. Mike's the controller, so coordinate with him.
All right.
You see something shift or whatever?
Let's wait till everybody's back down here.
Everybody on scene, do not
walk over this cable holding that car up. If it snaps, you're done.
What's your regulator set at? What's that? Perfect.
I think everybody's down, but yeah, thank somebody else.
All right. The airbags are set up to lift, but what's the rule with lifting anything, prying or lifting? How far do we want to go?
Only as far as necessary.
Right. So let's get a couple people on the patient, monitoring the patient and the patient's position underneath the car, so when we start lifting, we don't have to go any farther than we have to. Now, do you think lifting one side of the car is going to lift enough to get the patient out?
Well, we don't know how far he's under there.
Yeah, I think so. I can see the legs down there.
Okay. All right. Because what I'm thinking is,
Block in place.
What if-
move to the other side?
yeah, what if we lift on one side and that doesn't free him? Can we put airbags on the other side and leave these where they are?
We do have one more. Oh, we got two. There's another one up there.
Set up the same thing on the other side.
And to grip this up, just stabilize it. When you pick that up, it's just going to roll.
That's a good idea.
It will just pick it straight up.
That's a good idea. He's just gonna stabilize the other side so it can't go down.
There's another block over here.
But if we go up, we want to keep blocks up to it, too, don't we?
Yeah, lift an inch, crib an inch.
So we'll be able to use this one. Or
Well, I want those in case something would happen. The car's not going to roll forwards.
we
Shift
need
a little
more
bit. We
cribbing
need
then?
more blocking. Yeah.
Because we are on an incline, but we're stabilized.
We need more blocking too.
Put those in. Remember how you got to.
What do you need?
Lift an inch, crib an inch. We don't have enough cribbing down here.
They went to get some more.
Swap out that real chunk, that 4x4 there.
One thing about tilting the car, you still got a little bit trying to help hold you over there from it shifting and moving because it's sitting in the ground. You hope you can pull the patient out. I mean, that's gonna be
Agreed.
quite a bit to go up.
Yeah, we have two bags there.
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to lift pretty good. I mean, hopefully it'll get us up high enough to get him clear out.
over here on this side.
Well, either that or some in the front, so we raise it. That's going to be our tight point.
If you can find the frame up there.
Right here. There'll be enough right there in the nose. Okay, everybody ready? You guys over there ready? Gonna come over here and watch?
Red or yellow, Mike? Either one.
Now, when we pull the patient out,
Take the bottom one.
well,
first. Red. Take red.
when we pull the patient out, we almost want to go directly to the backboard.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. It's gonna take a lot of running. Yeah, so it's up front. How's your bag coming there? First one. About full. Yeah, this might back up front. yellow one.
Ready for the yellow one.
He's not talking to you?
Looking good.
Can you get him now or not?
That's good, Mike.
That's the bug too. I think it's free under there because I can see clear back under.
He's 180 pounds.
He's just
You
stuck.
want that backboard over here now?
Yep. Get that backboard down here. Do you want it?
Do we want to put it in the mud or do we want to?
No, no, get it out of the mud.
Condition he is.
There. Okay, Mike. Let the air out of the yellow one.
What'd you say?
Let the air out of the yellow one. Grab the side there. Grab by the belt.
Yeah, because we're going to be putting him in a basket. So as long as we can get him in the basket.
Yeah, I think the basket's gonna be the easiest way to get him up the hill. We can get a lot of hands around the basket.
Okay, the other bag, Mike.
Hang on, we're letting the air back in. We're re-inflating the yellow one. There you go.
Looking good, Mike.
We're gonna need as many people as we can get on that Stokes basket to go up this hill.
And honestly, that's where we need to have a rope on it and a couple people up there in case something happens, they slip. You can help hold. That's what we did on 30 when it slid
Yeah,
that time.
that's a good idea.
We tied a rope onto it, and that's how we pulled the people up.
I think with 8 people on the basket, I don't think it's gonna be a problem tonight, but that's a fantastic idea.
But just as a safety thing, just in case,
Yeah.
at least you could help stable them too from sliding.
Absolutely.
Unless it's wrinkled in there.
It ain't wrinkled. It's nice and heavy.
Pull it back the other way and see if you nothing else to do, right? Stay home, put up the line.
All right, as many hands as we can get.
Somebody else back there on that end.
Even have guys just
One,
back
two,
up.
three.
Okay, right here is good. Nice job. All right, let's put away the airbags and we'll move to the next evolution. Glass management and disabling the battery.
The battery's already been disconnected.
You did that? Okay, perfect.
We want to go ahead and take the stuff from the jaws down?
Yeah, let's we can disconnect that cable for now, can't we?
Or you want to carry all that down and Stokes by hand?
I want to leave the cable hooked up. It's stabilizing the car.
Yeah, let's get the jaws.
I want to have to work around it. That's where I'm going.
Okay. Let's get the jaws disconnected.
All right. Now, for this scenario, there's somebody pinned in the front seat. But why is there a hole in the windshield? What made that hole in the windshield?
Somebody's head. Like, yeah, up there.
Are we missing something?
Two sides of the seat up. When he was out here looking at everything. Is there? Somebody's got to go check on that baby.
So we need a blanket then for the person in the front seat?
Yeah, we do. You know where the extrication blanket is?
Yep.
Okay. So, when we have a patient that's pinned in the car and we're going to be cutting glass and using the jaws, what do we do?
Cover the patient up as best as possible.
That's right. We put a firefighter in there with them, preferably an EMT, and we're going to cover the patient with a blanket. On our rescue truck, we have what we call an extrication blanket that's made out of fiberglass mesh that we use to do that.
I think we've been spotted. Have they said anything?
Webstone Officer, Chief of Command.
What?
There it is.
Whetstone Command, go ahead.
You got a baby infant with serious injuries, need to be flown right away.
That's clear.
You'll have to fall way out to it. Just kind of stay right around the area where the plastic is. Just inside it a little bit.
Hey, if a child is in a car seat, we never take him out of the car seat. You know why?
Safer in that car. I got to do more damage.
Because they're already immobilized.
This one needs to be flown out. It's serious.
All right, I only called for one bird.
But you're going to get it here a second.
Okay.
But I guess that's the kind of thing we need to know too. If we need more than one or something.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, as soon as we get a firefighter inside the car with the blanket, the rest of this glass is gonna have to come out. Now, when we pop this glass, try to make all the glass go inside the vehicle. Normally, we would want the glass to come outside, but no one wants to clean that up tonight. When you pop these, all the rest of the windows, push it in. Do we have a blanket?
Go up and help Mosier. Bring the power unit and cables down. Okay. The jaws are right there.
Yeah. As soon as that blanket's in there, we're going to the home button.
You want to go in with the patient?
Sure.
No.
No? Okay.
I want Blake out.
Okay.
I want him to run the jaws.
Okay.
I forgot we had simulated stuff.
You want Joel's time, don't you?
Sure.
Yeah. If you go in the car, you're not gonna get that.
I just need the tool when you go to cut.
What?
Yeah, it'll help out with the training.
Yep. You got there's 3 right here.
Is Joyce still here? Or did she leave?
Yes.
Okay.
You only in the car with a blanket?
Do you want to?
I don't care. I'll fit in it.
Okay. No. Nope. You'll probably have to go in through a window.
Oh, now you're saying something totally different.
Banged up.
This is the real scenario. This is the real McCoy. What? Blake, Titus, Teddy.
I apologize. Do you have terrible names? I apologize. One day I will get them.
So you're not
Call me
going?
anything you want.
And Kevin.
16, I see command.
Command, go ahead.
An LZ.
Firefighter or just a firefighter, Mike?
What's that?
You want just a firefighter or you want
What, LZ set up?
That's a good call, but for tonight, no.
You want a patient in there too?
No. Nope, I want as many people outside as we get. We're gonna want hands-on. Okay, now that we got the patient covered and our firefighter, we can go ahead and pop these windows. So, who's never used their window punch?
I've used mine a lot.
If you're breaking glass, eyes are covered. Yep.
Hit it in the corner, not in the middle.
Wait. Before we break glass, you want to let the people inside the car know that you're going to be popping glass.
I'm popping glass.
You'll get it. And the battery's been disabled?
Correct.
Okay. Come on, there's 4 more windows. Somebody pop some glass.
I've already mine's in my pants pocket.
We're gonna do a rip and blitz on this passenger side. What are we gonna do next?
We're going to fold that windshield just correct.
Okay.
You're going to peel and peek first.
Right.
We need to bust back with
We're
it out
actually going to fold that glass out.
Deep in that or not?
Some more windows.
Back will go. They don't break it.
Yeah. There you go. What's that?
You're not supposed to reach in from the inside, are you?
Well, you're going to use whatever method you can. We already popped the windows.
We're probably going to have to
Those little windows need pop too.
knock some balls.
What?
Once they get the power unit down here, don't let them start it until it's cribbed up and sitting level.
Okay.
It'll be the last time that engine ever runs.
Okay, good point. Make sure that that's done. I'll
Bring
say
that
something.
up.
I will.
Before they try to start it.
Okay.
I'm not sure who made it.
Your rearview mirror's holding you up.
Has anybody ever tried those window punches you gave us?
Yeah, that's what we use tonight.
Cut it at the bottom. Take it slow and straight across.
Okay. Hey, before we start that power unit, make sure it's level. If we have to block it to make it level, block it.
I think one will do.
Someone should stay at it and watch from the lever and make sure it doesn't come off of its block.
Okay. Someone's gonna need to stay with the power unit. One, to make sure that it stays level, and two, to move between the lever between the tools. So make sure we keep it manned all the time. That windshield was a problem, huh?
Mike, just come one side doors or both sides?
We're gonna do everything that we can.
I can say with the other side being smashed, it's going to give a little bit more of a challenge.
Yep. We ordered it that way.
I mean, that's fine. I was just...
Yeah, we're gonna do the easy side first.
This pill?
Everything but that for a while.
Really answered anything.
Except late for dinner, right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're fine. Somebody can be...
I guess I've never really met you. I'm Adam. You ever ran these before? Thank you.
Do it from the outside, Isaac.
A pry bar off the Rescue would work really good for pry and peak too.
It's mint.
Do you need a pry bar? Here, Isaac.
That's just what Moses said. There's nothing on the A or B post on this side.
Perfect. Then chances are we're not going to see anything on the other side either.
No.
All right, remember where we start with the rip and blitz? We're going to create a purchase point to get to the pin on the rear door.
What? We got a pry bar or something, or?
We're going to use the jaws. Spreader.
The spreader's right there. Have we got an identification on which one's which up there? Does he know? I think so.
Yeah.
The left side's...
Let's get somebody that's running before.
I was just gonna let him
to do
spread
this.
it, and then the rest of the company.
All right.
Somebody.
Walk him through it.
Yep.
Walk him through it.
Okay. Ready to come up? Right in here. You're gonna open that up all the way. Now you gotta launch.
He already... He's right down the top. We're going to put it on top of the lock.
That's fine. You're gonna put it in here. Now watch where you're going. You got two things you gotta watch. Watch where he's going because you got a patient in there. The other thing you need to watch is so you're gonna put your
Hey, Adam.
finger with your feet right there. Look.
Let's let him do the other side. Let's let him watch one first.
Okay, that's fine.
Somebody else grab the spreaders. I want Titus to watch this before he does it the first time.
You ran them?
Matt, you ran him before? Yeah. Matt?
Okay. We'll let Matt know. You watch this one. We'll have you run on the other side. We gotta watch how far we go in because we gotta face it. Right. The other half we gotta watch.
Tips only.
When you position your body, you don't get between the jaws and any of the power in the car.
Nothing like crash course, huh, Titus?
Right. Best way to learn.
That's right. Well,
More? Keep going.
yeah, keep going. We're gonna go as far as we can till you start ripping the panel off the door.
That'll be good, baby. You got plenty of room to get right there as you last.
Our goal is the latch pin there. What's that?
I didn't hear what I thought he was yelling.
The winch operator doesn't want people crossing the cable. Are you up to handling the tools, Kevin? Okay. Yep. Stay on the pin.
In here.
If we can't pry it, get the cutters in and cut the whole thing. Don't
spend too much time.
Yeah, don't spend too much time with the spreaders because the cutters will cut that right off.
Switch it. Go ahead, Blake. Go, Eric. He already switched. Okay. How are you doing in there with the safety?
What's the next operation? Bottom of the B post. Yep, we want to try to swing that open as far as we can. Now, we want to get in there and we want to cut the B post as low as we can to the rocker panel, and try to keep your tool as horizontal as we can.
Did we get a confirmation there's nothing in that one?
Yeah.
You got a light over here? You got what? You get a light?
We're gonna need spreaders after he does this cut.
Yeah, and another thing before we get too far, we need to put some cribbing under this so it doesn't buckle. Say the car is weak enough too.
It's alright.
Yeah, we are.
Well, sometimes you can't.
Don't mess with that tonight.
We're gonna do a dash roll. We're gonna have to stabilize that when we do our dash roll. As soon as we get this side open, we're gonna do the dash roll on this side. And then we're gonna move to the other side, rib and blitz, dash roll, and then we're gonna take the roof. Were you here for the video last week? Okay, I want you to run the spreaders on this next one. You want to get just below where he made that cut and go to the bottom of the door hinge. Okay? And then you spread that out until the door hinge is gonna break, or as far as you can, but you don't want the door hinge to break. And then
There you go.
What we want to do is we want to rip the bottom of the B post the rest of the way. We don't, because we can't cut it the whole way, so we have to rip it the rest of the way.
Look, the spreaders. Come in with the spreaders.
Dan's gonna run the spreaders on this.
Poke that out just a little bit so we can get the cover in there. Right the hinge.
Oh, he didn't get the cutters in? Okay. All right. Hey.
They keep going to the patient.
All right. You got to improvise.
Give them room to get the cutters in there, Dan.
popping the whole door.
That'll work right there.
Don't break the hinge. Cutters.
There you go.
You want to be on the rocker to just below the hinge. Push it as far as you can without breaking the hinge. If it looks like the hinge is going to break, then we'll come back and get the tips into the opening that you create right in the B post. We wanted to shear off the rest of the bottom of the B post. Was the hinge on the door going to break, Dan?
Yeah, it's got to come apart right there. Right there. In there.
Is it cut all the way through?
Is he cut all the way through it?
It looked like it was from where I was at. I have to cut again. He was through it, but I don't know if
Well, if it's
All right. Well,
forces.
we'll make a little bigger opening here with the spreaders and get the cutters back in there.
There it goes.
All right, keep going until it breaks.
Moving the seam.
Yeah, get in there again. Try that again.
That need cut?
Try the cutters again.
I was getting into the seat.
Yeah.
Make sure they go clear across.
Try to stay away from that seatbelt mechanism.
So below it?
Try, yeah.
That's seatbelt mechanism.
What's that?
That's a seatbelt mechanism.
Yeah.
Close up the cutters all the way through. There you go.
Yeah, try it again, Dan. Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Come back and get that bottom tip in. Yeah, right there. Ah, shoot. Nothing solid there.
There it is.
Oh, it's gonna go now.
You got it. Beautiful. Can we get another cut this seatbelt? Seatbelt cutter.
Here.
Separate it down?
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
All right. Top of the B post. Great job. All right, after this we're gonna do a dash push. So we have to take the doors all the way off. We have to take the front doors all the way off.
Well, you don't think they are. Because it's trying to shoot them. There we go. I say, always make sure they crisscross the top of each other.
Now open that up as far as we can.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Stop.
All right, go.
Clear? No, we had a rubber strap hold. Hell, you bend that.
Now,
They had a rubber strap hold.
get in there with the spreaders next, and break them hinges off. We're taking that door assembly clear off. Spreader.
You want? Spreader's light?
Just above or below, Isaac? Yep. If one doesn't work, go to the other. There you go. Take the bottom one the same way.
Go right in the head, Isaac. Hit him in between there.
Let it eat, Isaac. Let it eat. There you go. All right. Now we're going to push the dash. Someone tell me where we start with the dash push, where we don't use the ram. What's that? Yeah, we have to take a chunk out of the A-post. Cutters. Go ahead, Kevin. You can do this. We're gonna make a cut here and make a cut here. Then remember, we're going to use the spreaders next, and we're going to come in here on the fender and squeeze this in right here, and then come in with the cutters and make a relief cut up here. You know where you're going, right?
Yeah, just the fender.
Yep, you want to squeeze the fender.
Yeah.
If we can peel that sheet metal back out of the way, do it. We don't have to, but if it'll go.
Ready to make a cut? Shred it. Right in there. Get enough room?
No, it actually needs to rip this loose right here.
Yeah.
No, not the hook. This, right here. There. You're just
Hey, will the hood raise up?
What? The hood did. Come in here.
If we could raise the hood, let's raise the hood.
Come in here, grab it. Feel it. Right here.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to muscle that.
Grab it up here. Take it back.
There you go.
Grab it. Come in this angle. Grab your big chunk and give it back. Get it?
Here.
Okay, stop. Open it up. Go up there. Take the jaws that angle. Pinch. Pull.
Up here?
Yeah, go up. Turn the jaws. Come out here. Stop. There you go. Grab the point. There you go. Cut it off. If you can't get it, cut it. Yeah. I gotta pinch it. Can't get it, cut it. First step. That's about the tire, right? So it gives you your area to get
Hey, get in there. We need to remove that rubber gasket and try to get that plastic out of there. Right there, the crotch of the bottom of the A post there. Yeah. I don't know where my peel and peek tool went.
Uh-oh. Get the windshield cutter.
I didn't get it back when I loaned it out.
I flipped it up here. So you're trying to get this out of the way so it's open.
Isaac, you still got my peel and peek tool? You sweating? All right, we need to get the cutters in there and make a relief cut above that front tire.
Some things in there you don't want to hit. Electrical stuff we don't want to hit.
No, above the front tire. We're gonna make a relief cut right here. We want to make a cut right here.
He should have just caught the edge of this. They're trying to peel this off. Yeah.
I can't get in far right there.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get that out there so you can get in there and cut that frame.
Yeah. Try to cut that. We'll try to get it out of our way as best we can. But we got to get these cutters in here to make a relief cut on this frame member here.
You guys should put that price down. Here's Isaac. Can I cut it this way?
You're gonna have to come in this way, right?
Yeah, he's going to want to cut this, but you're not going to get in there because of this.
I know. Are these open wide enough to cut it this way?
You might catch most of it. I don't know if they're low or not. Open a little bit more. There you go.
Improvise is what we do, man.
Now, see, most of it was only a little bit holding it there. Kevin, watch this. It's about ready to rip off.
I got a hold of it.
Now.
Okay, now you want to make a relief cut on this frame member right here. Open it up nice and wide. Take as big a bite as you can and close it down.
Yeah, just go ahead of that hinge bracket
All right, now, new guy on the cutters. We're gonna make 2 cuts on the bottom of this A-post. You're gonna cut, nope. You're gonna cut here, and you're gonna cut here. What we're doing is, we're making a notch to get the spreaders in here.
I did that.
Yep.
I'll take the rest of the back.
His idea was to put us right in the mud.
Probably go this way, sit one go on this way, so it doesn't go into the patient. But stay around a little bit like you was. Going through. Keep going. Keep going. Shear it clean through.
All right, now go up there in that round opening and cut. You're gonna have to cut each side. Who wants to run the spreaders next? Blake's gonna run them. Now you know what we're doing here, right? You're gonna, yeah, you're gonna stick your spreaders in that opening there and push that dash right up. All right, let's get some cribbing underneath this A-post here, because if we don't, it'll try to push that down. Well, just if that'll come out, Dan, if that'll come out, replace it with one of those. Replace it with one of those and use that. That way you can get it in one piece. Now, when you're pushing a dash, well, grab that piece that we cut and move it around out of your way.
It's not very tight.
It's not?
No.
We can move it?
You can just smash it in there and just go up in between it.
All right. But when you're pushing a dash, you want to go real slow, and you never want to let off, because if we're pushing a dash, it's because there's a patient pinned, and we don't ever want that dash to come back down. If we're pushing it up, we only want it to go up. So you're not going to back off.
Keep going. Go through it.
That's all we really need. That's fantastic. That worked real well. It seemed like it went kind of slow, but you know, we're training. So let's back out, move our tools around to the other side, and do the same thing on the other side. Someone take Mike's place on the.
We'll probably have to move that over towards the other side.
So I want Mike to cut. video made breaking the bottom of that V post look a lot easier.
I'm tired of mud.
What's that?
I'm tired of mud.
Yeah. You've been working a lot of mud?
Yeah, we're digging a pond.
Oh, I bet you are then. Yeah.
Do we want to wait to put this trimming in? Probably.
No, we don't have to. We're going to do the same thing.
There. What about it? I don't think the rip and Blitz is going to work. That door's already open.
I still want to try it because making that cut on the bottom of the V post is the most difficult one, and I want to practice that as much as we can.
We can do it. Yeah.
If it pops open, it does. But we can still
Simulate like that door's still open.
yes, yeah. I still want to practice doing that cut on the bottom of the V post.
West out.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Couldn't see you. You want to run it?
Okay, that's fine.
See you, Keith.
You want me to? All right. Yeah. Stand back
I
here.
want you to put some hands on this time.
It's
Got to hold up
run
a
some.
second.
Titus.
Yeah, Titus and West too.
Yeah. Let's we'll have Titus. We'll have you start off with popping this back door. It's one of the less complicated. So remember to our purpose of this here is to pull an opening here so we can get to the pin. The way it's gouged in, it's got kind of an opening already. We might be able to just take the spreaders and just keep working our way in right there, but we'll go ahead and start with this operation here because that's the norm.
That would still spread the door too.
It's about out of gas.
Okay.
That one you're not going to be able to pinch it because it's already smashed.
Yeah, in reality, we could get the tips right in here and just take real small moves and keep pushing it in farther and farther. And you could get this without making this spread.
You want to pop that glass there.
Just like they always show too, if you can take and cram that in there enough to open a little bit, then take that spreader and pinch it and just curl it around, make yourself an opening too. Because it'll squeeze, it'll hold just as easy as
Breaking glass.
Good.
Dang, that's fun.
I took it right out, didn't I?
I've got lots of them. Hit me up. Hit me up and I'll get you one. The secret is small bites till you can get your tips in there. Yep. Because you don't want to work with sheet metal. You want to work with substantial metal.
Yeah.
Because if you keep pushing that move right there, all you're going to do is rip the skin off the door, and you don't want to do that. It gets you nowhere. Ideally, you want to get your tips right above there. Go in higher. There you go. Okay, small bites and keep getting in there tighter. There you go. Beautiful. This one here would be the money shot. Ah, it's just gonna rip.
I think it has to do with how much the door's caved in.
Yeah. Let's go in at above. Let's go in above again. Maybe we can get an opening big enough we can get the cutters in there and just cut it off. Oh, it broke. Perfect. Okay, that's all we need. Perfect.
Cutters. Anybody else? Somebody said something like 10. There it is.
Grab the spreaders. I want you to pop the bottom of that. What? I know. But that's one of the hardest parts down there is the bottom of the beat hose.
It is if you cut it in the wrong spot. But if you cut it too low, you get right into the seatbelt mechanism in the spot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in reality,
Yeah, down there at the bottom. Trying to pop it.
You got light?
I think Matt's going around. That'll work.
could have been in the back seat to pull out. I'll tell you what, you sleep like a fucking baby.
You think you're below the seatbelt mechanism?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let Mike get the spreaders in there. Rip that thing clear off.
Yeah, give us a good opportunity to look at the dashboard. Still got a few more bugs on it. My favorite is to do this to get somewhere or a different. See that the door completely over.
We're taking the front and back door together. Okay. Just like the other side.
Yeah.
Did it break clear off?
Gutters?
Nice job.
Wash your hands in case that goes bottom. Thank you. Hey, safety officer.
Is it still moving? It should eat that.
Did the same thing on the other side.
It's gotta be close. The rover shouldn't be lower. Cut it lower. Put it a little bit lower.
Yeah. Yeah, don't.
There you go. There you go.
If you have to take this door frame with it to get down there, take it.
Hey Wes, are you on the seatbelt? Okay.
Beautiful.
That one ain't on the seatbelt. This thing is so much lighter now. Oh yeah. Cut that off right there.
Yes, we're gonna have to remove that sheet metal.
Butters. Hey, you told me to rip her off.
And you did. I want to take it. Spreaders.
See, one thing too, Mike, aren't we supposed to snip the bottom one off first so the door doesn't raise up?
Yeah, I'll do it. We're almost there. All right. Someone put the crimp on the front fender.
Here. Flashlight, I'll get it.
Go ahead.
Good? Yeah, I was gonna. You want to do it? You want to do it? Cut the hood off.
I don't know, maybe try just taking the sheet metal. I don't know. Maybe if we crimp the sheet metal, it'll open up a spot big enough we can get the cutters into the subframe. What's that?
If you're vertical, that way you just pinch and peel it back. Squeeze it right here. Grab your whole finger, if you can open it up and squeeze the whole thing. All you're after is gripping that spot weld off. Yeah. Hey man, hold on, get that on this, not on here. Get it on this. There you go. There you go.
What side of the tool are you on?
Roll side.
Put the controls on the same side as you.
Is there enough room for the cutters in there now?
Maybe
Yeah,
he
you
comes up in there.
cutters in and cut
Yeah.
it right here.
Switch to the cutters and get it done. If it's spreading those cutters and not shearing, back off. It'll take it there.
You can probably finish cut as much as you quite get.
Yeah, that's not a good. It's not a good angle.
No. Are we cut through enough so we can push it though?
Yeah. Yep. Come over here and make the double cut.
The struck power, that's probably what's going.
You're not getting all the way through, so you're gonna have to. Okay. There you go. Now you got it. We didn't cut the A post. Yeah. Someone grab the cutters.
Better get here.
Okay, let's say I'll cover the front.
Beautiful. All right.
Should be. What's the
We can move it with the spreader.
Might need more better cribbing in there.
Just flash down there. A few more cribbing. Woo!
do it. Try to get that piece out, Mike, because it's going to be loose. The piece that we cut. That chunk, Mike. Okay. I just thought if you grabbed it, maybe. Oh, okay. All right. If you could get a good bite there.
There we go.
That'll do. There you go. You're in. Yeah. This side didn't work very well. We don't have anything solid to push against anymore. All right.
You know how, at this point, how would we lift the bed?
Well, if that didn't get us enough, we would have to bring our ram in and set our frame back here and hope the ram's long enough.
Honestly, got the pinch, you could send it here, go up here. We did it on a car. Didn't have nothing here, and I just wedged it in there and lifted it. But we might have cut too much loose now to do that.
Nope, not enough.
No, it's not gonna go.
We kind of got that one screwed up.
Yeah.
I think
The whole bottom rocker ripped.
Yeah, I think the rocker just let go.
The rocker ripped free. It didn't do that over on the other side, and we didn't do anything different.
I think the frame just split. It's a little rusted down there. It might have just pulled off and away when we got the angle. Some of it is this too. We usually cut it about right there.
That's true. That's true. We're pushing a lot of crap.
Yeah, we didn't make a good relief cut
Still got
there.
the shock mount probably holding us too much.
Well, the other side
Yeah.
we cut behind it.
Yeah.
Or in front of it, I guess, up there.
All right, well, anybody can take a roof off, so we're not gonna do that tonight. Let's start cleaning things up and putting them away. You guys did a great job.